we reached this point yesterday when we were working on the eye. I believe the eye is ready. We just need to um, make sure that everything is working as expected. Like this area, we need to turn on auto smooth, and immediately it's much better. I will save. So let's add this eye to the other bits. But first, let me remove all this extra stuff. So I will just show them, select them, and delete because we don't need them. So I will make this eye. Obviously, we need an anchor on the back, right? And we need to make this eye has an eyelid, and we need to think about how we can make the eyelid close using PolyUp. I'm thinking of putting like a circle, a sphere. What do you think? And we can rotate it so it closes the eye. We rotate it this way. Let me actually show that. So it will be something. Let's look at a circle like right now. So like this, but of course without these bit. Or actually, let me do this. Okay, and then we can remove this stuff. And then we need to change the pivot to be the medium point. Then we can make it like, oops, it didn't work as expected. I mean, it's something, it's not good, but we need to think about this more. So let's not worry about the eyelids for now and work on other parts. I think just an eye is good enough for now. So I will create a preview collection. And let's test our parts. So let's add a head. So I will shift A, collection instance, and select the head part. And this is my head. Now let's add the ear. We have the ear, it's inside, so let's JX. I think that the ear would be here. So we need to align it so it's exactly aligned with the anchor of the head, because we want to see how it would look. On the other part, we duplicate it, move it in the X direction, or Z 180, because we rotate it. And let's see. That's really cool. Now let's add the eye. Oh, the eye is too big. We can fix that later, don't worry.
And very big.
Yes. he can see 3 kilometers away. He can see you from very far. So let's do this. Let's scale the instance. That will not scale the original part though. This will scale this copy. The original part is still big, as you can see, but we can fix that later. So let's move this in the Y direction. Make sure it's, I think, 3.5. Well, it's a little bit more. Okay, so we need to put it exactly in the anchor location. So he looks nice with one eye. Looks like a wee scary robot. I'm sure I will do that when we have this library. So GX, and Put it here, X again, and this is looking very nice. Let me hide the arrows. This is how would our character look like. So we are still missing eyebrows. The nose is just a half a circle, a really simple nose, and the mouth. And that's it. We can start working from this, and later we can add the hair, other parts of the body, etc. But let's fix the eye scale issue. You can see here that the scale is that we scaled this copy to is zero point 0.2, almost 2.5. So let's make it that. Let's make it this and this. So we need a quarter of what we have right now. So let's disable or hide the preview collection and work on the eye. We scaled it so it's quarter of what we have right now. First, let's apply the scale. Control A, scale. Oops, that did something. Not sure what it is. Oh, yeah, we need to increase the angle here. Yeah. Maybe 60 is a good number. Okay, that's awesome. Let me just move this up a little. Okay, and let's move the pivot to be in this area. Cursor to selected, set origin to 3D cursor, and 0 the X. Now we need a quarter of whatever we have right now. So S, and I type on the keyboard the same value that was in that instance item. So 0.25. As you can see on the top left of my screen, scale is 0.25 in all axes, and that's what we are looking for. We hit enter, and we need to apply the scale. So Control A, and we apply the scale. Cool. Now if we go to the preview, the eyes didn't disappear, but they are too tiny. They basically were submerged. How cool is that? We need to make the value of the scale be 1 again. Like this. And now it's working like we want it to work. Okay, so we have this file. I will send the file to user so you can work on it. If you need this file to experiment and like study with it and practice on it, let me know. And that's it. Let's see who else is here. We have Aliazi. You told me you have some questions, right? Yeah, you sent me some messages. So, okay. So just send me the files. You can go here, file, export scene, which will give you a file called scene.json. Send me that file. Or you can send me the Blender file. Anyone works. Send me right now. And as we wait for you to send the file, is anyone here has any question? Okay.
But
Sorry, what?
I haven't got any question.
Okay, thank you for letting me
I have
know.
a question. Did you look at the part, cat part that I sent you?
Sorry, which part? You sent me a lot of files.
Cap. I
Cap.
sent you.
Oh, cap. Okay, so I saw that. I saw that. So let's take a look. Let's import it in the file actually. Let's say a new cap part and append. We want the cap 3. Okay, so we don't need this. And this is the cap file. So this cap is almost ready, so let's rotate in the rotate Z90 in the negative axis, and it looks really cool, Zarifa. I can't wait to have it in the game. So this cap is ready. Maybe it needs to be a little bit bigger. No, I think it's good. It doesn't to be anything. So yeah, I think this is really good. Let's work on optimizing this cap a little bit more, and we can have more functions associated with this cap. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is so funny.
Thank you. We are aiming for funny. So Aliazi sent a file. Okay, we have the file. Okay, so last time we saw how we can export the files. So what problem do you have, Aliazi, with this file?
Exported each part to GLTF. Then I imported to 3GS, but all of them worked very perfect. Only
Sorry, Aliazi, you're breaking up. I
corner
can't hear you.
sharp.
Could you repeat that, please?
Sorry, I have network connection.
Okay, so just speak slowly.
You choose them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I exported two of them. But the only part that didn't work as expected, the corner sharp, I think.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look at that. This one, right?
Your sound is very bad. Aliazi.
Okay, Aliazi. So
Maybe connection.
Okay, me now.
yes, I hear you. So let's try working with this part, okay? Let's export it. So file, export GLTF, and GLTF embedded. And pipe sharp corner and export. Now let's open 3GS editor. And let's import that file we just exported. So it's in pipes, modular, source, and sharp corner. Okay, so now we have it here. Let's move it. And let's see what we can do. First, I like to take it out from this file because we want one group with the anchors and the mesh. So we have it here. Let's first fix the color or the material so it's similar to this. We change this to be tool material. We enable the vertex colors because we added vertex colors for the screws and for the inside. Let's give it maybe this color. Okay. Now for the anchors. We have one anchor here and one anchor here, so let's test them. We add a cylinder. We change the geometry so it's a cone and it's pointy. And we don't move it. We just leave it in 0, 0, 0 and rotation is 0. And we put it inside the anchor. So this anchor is correct because it's going out. Let's try the other one. It's going down, which is perfect. I don't see a problem here. So this file is...
When I scaled it,
Sorry, what?
when I scaled the mesh and object, it didn't work as it should be.
Sorry. Okay.
Like
So
to
we select this.
and then scale it. Yes.
Okay. So this is 2 by 2 by 2. It's scaled correctly. Don't scale it from here. Maybe that's what you did.
How about the position?
The position, you can do this. Okay. So let's make something clear. Don't ever change the scale and rotation and position of this mesh. Don't touch the mesh. The mesh position should be 0, by the way. Shouldn't be this. We can fix that. I will tell you now. Rotation should stay 0 and scale should stay 0 because let's see what happens if you change that. Let's see if you move this. Now it moved, but the anchors are still here. Same thing happens if you rotate. If you rotate this, the mesh rotated, but the anchors did not. So don't ever touch this here. You just always work with this parent group. Work with the folder of the part of the mesh.
Can you scale the mesh? Can you scale the mesh to 0 and then check the anchors again?
You mean scale this mesh here?
Yes. No, the position.
Okay, so I see what you are trying to do. You are trying to make these zeros, right?
Yes, this is what
Okay.
I supposed to do.
So this will not work here. I know what you are trying to do. This will not work here. You are trying to make these zeros, but what you are actually doing is you are telling it to move away from its original location. Let's see how we can fix that. We can fix it in Blender. Okay, so when you select the mesh here, you can see that there are values to location. The fix is really easy. Just apply the location. Control A, apply location, and immediately you can see that it's zeros now for the mesh. Now what it does, look at this pivot, orange pivot. I will Control Z to see how it looked before. It's right here, and we don't want that. We can also do this. Just move the cursor to the world origin. Object, set origin to 3D cursor. It's 0. So the easiest solution is make sure that your mesh is in the center of the world, or everything is connected the right way you want it. The parent itself is in the world center, so the parent should be in the 0. It's in the center of the world. And then just take the corner sharp, apply, Control A, apply the location. Let's check the other files. This one is perfect. It's 001s. Uh, you 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 check the parts, right? This is the only one that has this problem, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Just apply the location and see the file. I will send you the file so you can check it. And to export from here, next time, you just go to File, Export Scene, and you will see that it downloaded a scene file. This is what you send to anyone, to me, to PolyUp, and we can use this to make parts. So even if you made a new file, you can just, okay, it's not letting me. You can just drag this file and it's the same as you want it. Okay? Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Did you work on the water tank, the water tower?
Still, I didn't. I thought I should finish the pipes first, then start something new,
Okay.
so I don't get confused.
Okay, that's a really good strategy. Do you want me to help you with that? I can send you a sketch, like I can like draw on paper how would that tower look. Does that help, or are you guys just going to grab something from the internet?
I will discuss this with my team, and then we'll see.
Okay, awesome. Okay, that's really
The
great.
blender is very, very big.
Yes,
It's 120 mega.
if you think Blender is big, you should see.
I don't know.
Yeah, you should see Maya. It's or Cinema 4D. They are 4 gigabytes and 10 gigabytes. It's really light. Blender is small and practical to use. Don't worry about that. So let's work on the other. I will just show you what I worked on for the train library. So we created scaffolding, as you can see here. Amin should be working on continuing this scaffolding. We had
It's very good.
different types of scaffolding, like for example, for the going down track, we need special scaffolding because this will not work. I go this way. You can see that it's sticking out with the metal and we don't want that. So we need a special one here. Let me just show you where. Okay, so yeah, we just need another one here that looks like this, and this should be perfect. Like here we have this one. This is for the start of the going down track piece. We also need going straight piece. So from going down we go down, so now we want to go straight. So we need the inverse of this piece. We also need the turn, like L shape track piece, and we need maybe some cave, maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe some signals, and in future we can have other pieces like intersection, like yeah, all that stuff. And we also need a train. I'm thinking we may have a train or mine carts. I would love to see mine carts and not just trains. Like for example, if I want to sit in a mine cart and go down, we can. Okay, we are finished early today. Anyone has any question? Okay, feel free to ask me in Discord. We created a new channel for parts and parts making. Any question you have, don't DM me. Um, just yeah, it's here called parts discussion. Okay, anyone who has a question about parts, who wants to share files, who wants to discuss ideas, anything that you want about parts, about Blender or other 3D software like Tinkercad or whatever, you feel free to discuss in this area. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you for joining us today,
Thank you.
and see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Bye.
Nice.